low bitrate music. This quality, not the good stuff. But if you can't handle that, then you can't handle underground music. This is Eager to Hear, and we are your I'm Sai, the edgiest host.
My name's Alex, and I'm a host too.
My name's Andrew, and I sit back and enjoy my time here.
Hey, Sai.
Oh my god, it's like we're on a beach.
Hey, Sai, do you know what else is organic and raw?
Your penis?
Wow.
A cucumber?
I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say my local supermarket, but if you're gonna be like that, if you're gonna be dirty and unfamily
Blue.
friendly during our fucking
Man.
podcast, then I don't know if I can do this anymore. All right.
It's 18 plus.
I was just gonna eat a lot of shit and like tell everybody how it tasted.
What? Okay.
And the shit came from your
Are
mouth.
we online?
I don't want to hear that. Yeah, we're live, dude. We've been live, dude. What are you talking about?
No, I didn't see it pop up on the Twitch.
I see it on
No, it's on
Facebook.
This
Twitch.
is what live is. Then I don't want to know what dead is like.
Hey, so how you guys doing today?
Oh,
Oh,
doing
I'm-
great.
Incredible.
All right, we need guests. So if you're
If you're a guest,
come on to
come
our
on.
fucking podcast. You can talk
If you're
about yourself.
someone with something to say to the people,
I don't care who you are.
Or
If
to
you have
us.
something to say, you're welcome aboard.
come on and say your thing, and we'll react to it and go, "Oh,
Okay, so
okay."
we're gonna talk about what are we gonna talk about, Sai?
We're gonna talk about how do people get into music and what's it like to go from someone who experiences music for the first time to eventually someone who is pursuing like the creation of the best music they can.
All right, you go first, Sai. How did you experience music for the first time?
Well, I can't remember as early as like the very first like music, but I can remember the first time that I heard a song that I cared about, like that was a recorded music. And that was the Beatles, and it was that song that was like I Keep Falling. It's on the album Help. And I was able to like relate that to a Mega Man cartoon. And I thought like this is cool. This is like music that's about, like someone falling. And I like that it got to take me to that world. And after that, I got into the Beatles. And that's its own whole thing where it's sort of like, they sort of established, or they didn't establish it, it existed before that, but the pop form. Like all these songs have like verses, which advance the story, and choruses, which repeat. And that can sort of advance the story even though it repeats. And those are sort of like the foundations of me as a music appreciator.
Have you ever listened
Sai.
to Wait, were you gonna say something?
I was just
Andrew?
gonna say the song.
Oh, okay.
What
I've
song?
just seen the face.
Yes, thank you.
So, Sai, have you
One
ever
time when I
listened
was
to
like 9, I tried to write a parody of it called "I've Just Seen a Vase."
have you ever listened to Beatallica?
No, I have not.
So it's a band, and they play mashups of Beatles and Metallica songs in the style of Metallica.
That sounds cool.
So they have a song called "Hey Dude," and it's like "Hey Dude," and it's like this really shitty impression of James Hetfield. It's just the most hilarious shit I've ever heard in my life.
I might not know Metallica well enough to truly appreciate
I wish
that.
I didn't know Metallica that well, but I do.
Well, how did you get into Metallica?
Well, I'm not into Metallica anymore, but like when I was in like high school, I think I was into Metallica because my dad always played like Master of Puppets in our CD player because it's like the only CD we had. I don't. And
I
then
like
You got
Metallica.
Metallica from your dad?
say what?
You got Metallica from your dad?
Oh yeah, I got a lot of things from him.
Like parents definitely have a play in like what kind of music you end up listening to.
So when you're talking about
Pretty
like
much.
our origins of music, like what I remember like when I was a really little kid is like I had like music class in elementary school, and we talked about like it was like general music class where I had like the recorders and all that shit, like elementary school kids.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah, I remember
she would always
elementary
play
school
like
music
once a
class.
week, like every Friday or something. She would put on that movie like Disney Fantasia. You know what I'm talking about?
Fantasia.
Yeah, that was amazing. Like it's like a cartoon. It has like all this like awesome like orchestra shit. It's a really good movie.
I remember when I first saw Fantasia, the idea that it was about the music was like incomprehensibly boring, because to me, like, the experience of the music in Fantasia was so tandem with the animation that like I couldn't separate it in my tiny mind.
What do you think of it now?
Um, like now, I feel like I appreciate it without really like loving it. Like I can see that like a lot of talent and work went into it, but it doesn't like, oh yes, this is the kind of entertainment that I want and feel deeply enriched by.
I like the one where it's like Mickey Mouse and he has all the broomsticks and they're all
Yeah.
dancing and shit. Cause he
Oh yeah, that one's
What a
fantastic.
classic.
It's like got a story and stakes, and it turns Mickey into a relatable character, which often he's not, especially in like the modern context where he's like just a like logo.
Do you think that Mickey Mouse is relatable in Kingdom Hearts 2?
I couldn't tell you. I'm gonna say yes, but only on Tuesdays.
You're not you're not a Kingdom Hearts man?
I would say no.
No, I don't think so either. It's really random. Like he just appears
Yeah.
randomly. Like if you do
Yeah.
if you do shitty in the game, you get to play as him and like he's like way overpowered and like, you can just fuck shit up.
So he's like a mysterious. He just appears and he's got powers.
Yeah, he's like
He's like Dumbledore. He's like Dumbledore to Harry Potter. Like, he only shows up when he wants to help
All right,
Harry.
so bringing it back, how about y'all? Like, what were your early experiences with music, and like, what do you keep from those?
I just fucking told you. It's Andrew's turn now.
No, you just talked about
No, I'll go. It was
I said Fantasia was one of my earliest experiences with music.
Okay, well, let's advance from there. Like,
Well, let me
where
go.
does like Fantasia turn into like the next thing that you can like remember, and where does that turn into what you feel like you are now in your other stages of music? Like, does Fantasia directly translate to you making like soundtracks to fictional video games?
Before I answer that question, I want to thank Jeremy for being our biggest fan.
Jeremy, the only one who watches.
He watches every single week. Okay. Anyway,
What's wrong with you, Jeremy?
I know. Bring your friends. I think he did bring one of his friends. I feel like. Anyway, what was the question again? I'm fucking stupid.
How did Fantasia go to you making music?
I like when I listen to music, like if I'm walking down the street with my headphones in, like listening to something, I like to imagine like what's happening, like if there's like a scene with the music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like something that I just do in my head.
Does it happen with all music, or just only when you're like into the music?
I think it's only when my only stimulation at the time is the music.
Oh, so that's pretty rare.
Yeah. So like if I'm walking down the street,
The street's not enough stimulation.
like walking is easy. I don't have to think about walking while I'm walking.
Yeah. I'm always thinking about when I'm walking, like, am I gonna get hit by a car?
Probably.
Really?
I almost
While
get.
you're one?
I walk at night because I have to go to work at night. So, but like, I literally almost get hit by a car every single day. Because nobody looks when they turn. Every day. I'm not even exaggerating at all.
When I walk at night, I always have my phone flashlight on.
I wish I had like.
Neat.
Wouldn't that just destroy your battery?
I mean, I'm gonna get home and recharge it.
How dark is it over there?
Lately it hasn't been that dark. Lately the stars have been big and beautiful and bright.
Wait, do you like live in the country or are you like in the city?
I kind of live in the country these days. I live right in the center of like a little town. It's got like shops and like a rescue squad and some stuff like that. The public school and some other things like that are 5 miles away. But between
okay.
that, there's like farmland, and to the other side, there's forests and national parks. So it's
Right.
pretty
So there's not a lot of like street lights, right?
correct. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm like, why would you need to use your light?
So,
like,
Well, I feel like just in case people are like fucking idiots when they drive,
yeah.
they won't go towards a light.
So Jeremy says that Eager Electronics should make a clone of a Boss DS1.
Yeah, probably.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that one you had? Didn't you have one, Andrew?
What?
I remember you having a
think.
DS1.
Yeah.
And that's
And
like
we
the first
sold it.
pedal. That's the first pedal that I ever played with, and it's because Andrew brought it over or something.
Yeah.
And I
What
would say it's
do you
possible.
remember feeling about it the first time
I remember
you saw
I thought
pedals?
it sounded like complete shit. No, but now that I think it was because I was actually really bad at playing the guitar, and that's why it sounded like shit. Because it's a good pedal. Oh boy.
So when you first started with guitars,
Yeah.
like what did you want?
What did I want? I wanted to
Yeah.
have sex with women.
I think that's a pretty common thing for, like, turn to artistry as a way to have sex appeal.
What, I mean, that's probably the most honest answer I can think of. And
Go on, elaborate on.
Wait, so it was just to meet women?
I don't know. It was just like to have fun, I guess. Cause I thought it was fun
Okay.
to be able to like
Alright.
sink so much time into something and get better at it. It's a lot of fun. Like something that requires like complex skill.
For me, I like the idea of just bringing something about, but that's why I didn't learn instruments. I learned computer stuff.
I like doing the computer stuff though, because especially if you know an instrument and you maybe like I don't know, I struggle like writing on instruments sometimes, so I like that I can write and like throw down ideas on a computer real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is really fun to like just throw things down and suddenly they exist. You don't play them, you hit play on them, and it's like, bam, here is all that.
I always have like a weird like sometimes I have like a weird like realization like when I create a project like or like a piece of art or like a song or something and I look at it I'm like how the fuck did I come from like not existing and now it exists and like, I did all this, you know, it's interesting.
How did it happen?
I just worked on it and it happened. It came into existence.
Oh, but that's still really vague.
Oh my gosh, I don't know, Sai. I don't. What is this? Okay.
It's an attempt to inquire, to explore a thing that we sort of know about,
He's
but by
probably
thinking
you.
a little harder about it, learning something.
So Andrew, tell me about your first experimental
Experiments with music.
experience with music.
No, it was similar to Psy, but it was Beatles and Steve Miller. And from that, I only listened to them for the longest time until I picked up Guitar Hero, and then my music taste expanded more. It also really helped having a family who was into music too.
Question: as a person who was a fellow child Beatles fan,
Yeah.
did any Beatles songs like disturb you?
No, that movie kinda did.
Which movie?
The Yellow Submarine.
I thought the song Maxwell Silverhammer was really scary.
No, I don't think I ever heard that one.
Why did they make a song about like a guy who kills women with a hammer by tricking them? But that song's so good.
Maybe I should listen to that song. I haven't listened to like any Beatles songs ever.
Oh, well, a summary of the narrative of that song. Maxwell Edison is a med student, and he goes on a date with a girl who's also a med student, and he sneaks up behind her and kills her with a hammer. And then in the next verse, he's a student in a class, and he's misbehaving in the class. And the teacher is going to discipline him, but then he sneaks up behind her and kills her with a hammer. And in the third verse, he is in court, and there are some women who like are enamored with Max, and they say he must go free, and the judge does not agree. And when the judge turns his back, Maxwell sneaks up behind him and kills him with a hammer. And Maxwell Silverhammer.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot of crazy shit. I feel like the Beatles have a lot of different styles, don't they? They like do a lot of different genres.
Yeah, this one's on Abbey Road, so it's got some like complicated synth work, and it's also like sort of like in their psychedelic, almost kid song part of their career, but it's like a kid song about a serial killer.
So, Sai, what's your favorite sandwich?
I made an amazing sandwich yesterday that blew my own mind.
Really?
Yeah, it was roasted onion and chicken sandwich. Roasted onion was the part that was like I'd never tried this before. I saw a YouTube video. Townsend's. He's a guy who like does old timey recipes.
I know what
He
you're
says
talking about.
You could just bake an onion in the oven for like an hour, and it comes out soft and like you can almost spread it on sourdough bread. So I did, and I also put sliced chicken breast on there with it, and it was incredible.
That sounds
So
really
that's
good.
my favorite sandwich right now.
All right, so we have some food for thought. We have a question from our lovely audience of one person.
I appreciate the spirit of inquiry. What does Jeremy say?
It says, okay. He says, this is an unpopular opinion, but I can't stand the Rolling Stones. What bands make you cringe?
What bands make you guys cringe?
Metallica makes me cringe.
All right.
I just can't stand, like,
I
I just can't stand
have-
Metallica.
A really unpopular opinion for
Okay.
like an
Oh, no.
artist whose
Please.
music just makes me go, "Oh, I hate this. I want to be out of here."
Is it
And that's
Justin
Bob
Bieber?
Marley.
Oh, Bob Marley? Okay.
I don't like Bob Marley music at all.
Why?
Fair.
Why is that?
I think like to some extent I just don't like reggae, and that's I think because the sort of beat downbeat relationship is backwards in reggae, which I find like really distracting and like headachy, and usually it's combined like with it's supposed to be chill and atmospheric, and I think you're supposed to dance to it, but it doesn't feel like the kind of music that like makes me want to dance. So like it just puts me in a weird place, and I'm like, God, I don't want to be here.
Isn't every like reggae beat literally exactly the same though?
I mean, isn't every EDM beat literally exactly
Yeah,
the same?
that's
They
true.
all
Yeah,
go
that's
boom,
true.
Boom, boom,
But I don't
boom,
listen to
boom.
EDM either because I can't stand that shit.
Oh, see, I like that. I want to live inside a clock.
Then do it. No one's stopping.
I mean,
you.
I.
All right, Andrew, what's the cringiest band?
I really don't know, but I guess I could say this. I really am not into Daft Punk.
Heretic.
Craft Punk.
I like that one song, but I tried it and I don't like any of the other songs they have.
You don't like Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger? Or is that the one song?
No, it's Get Lucky.
Hey, have you ever seen have you ever watched Eric Andre, that show?
9.
Okay, so it's like so he does like shot comedy or like sketch comedy, whatever. Wait, no, it's not sketch comedy, it's shot comedy. Like he
Yeah,
goes on,
it's shock.
he goes out on the street and he like does shit to like free people out and it's funny. Like Borat,
That
the same
sounds
type of thing.
amazing, yeah.
But, okay, so what he did, he has this character called Craft Punk, and he basically it's like the Daft Punk guy, but in like an orange suit, and it's supposed to be made out of Cheetos, and it's like, and he has this basketball covered in nacho cheese, and he like goes and like does a basketball court while people are playing, like throws the fucking nacho cheese at them and shit, and like tries to make it in the hoop. It's just the stupidest fucking joke.
How does that inform the person you've become today?
What?
I said, and how does that inform the person you've become today? It was an attempt at a joke.
That was
Earnestly.
a great
That
joke.
was-
I was
yeah,
laughing on the
like-
inside.
Ah, I know. I
Okay.
could feel it. It felt like fire.
All right. So what do you got, Sai? What's we need guests. It's easier to talk when we have guests.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We need to get better
Yeah,
at not
problem.
sucking.
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah,
know what
we'll
this
write
really
that
need, you know
on
what we
the
really
list.
need right now is some like really shitty tutorial music again.
Let's play a game.
All right, what game are we playing, Andrew?
I don't know.
Chess. Let's
How
play.
about I'm gonna say 3 actors. And if you don't recognize any of them, we'll just say so, and we'll swap them out to someone we, all recognize.
I'm so bad
and
with
then you come up
actors'
with a
names.
movie that uses them.
Okay.
Like pitch a plot.
Oh,
Alright,
that sounds
so-
like a good idea.
Yeah.
Charlie from Always Sunny,
Okay.
Will Smith, and Reese Witherspoon are in a movie together. What's it
Reese
about?
Witherspoon. Oh
Yeah.
my fucking god. Okay.
Okay, that's Charlie Day. Okay.
Wait, okay, this try. I don't know. I haven't seen Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
No,
Have you seen Horrible Bosses?
No.
Oh, he's this
Okay.
guy.
Okay, so instead of him, Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay, okay, I can do that. So Jerry Seinfeld, Will Smith, and Reese Witherspoon are in a movie.
Yeah, yeah.
This is fucking.
Don't you want to see that already? What's it about though?
Reese Witherspoon plays a student at law school. Wait a
This is
minute.
already
Wait a
starting
minute.
to sound familiar.
I know, but that's all. God damn it! I can't. Let's see. Let's see. And Will Smith is the teacher of her class, and he's a very snarky person, and she fails law school, and then and she gets a job at a deli, a Jewish deli. And that would be where Jerry Seinfeld works, and that she becomes best friends with Jerry Seinfeld.
I don't think Jerry Seinfeld would do that. That's playing too much to type, unless you can, like, I don't know, like subvert it in some way.
What? I don't
Like,
fucking know.
why does he have to be at a Jewish bakery?
I don't. It was a deli, all right.
Okay, deli. I'm sorry.
Anyway, that's all I got coming up on the spot. That's all I got.
Okay, I had some time to think.
Okay, I bought you some time.
Okay, Jerry Seinfeld and Reese Witherspoon are a couple together. And so they really want to meet Will Smith on his new movie. So they become extras. This is going to be a short film. This is not going to be a feature-length film. And so they're trying their best to meet him, but he always seems to they always seem to miss him, no matter what they do. And they'll probably get into these crazy situations all the time.
All right, my idea is that Reese Witherspoon and Will Smith are a couple, and they're going to couples therapy, and they go to Jerry Seinfeld. He's the couples therapist. But it turns out that Jerry Seinfeld is magic, and he can like summon situations that are larger than life to test aspects of their relationship. So like Reese Witherspoon wants to have her grandpa come live with them, and Will Smith is like resistant about that. And Jerry Seinfeld transports them all on an adventure where they have to like persevere together. And this adventure is just sort of like a mini episode of the movie. And that's sort of like the structure of the movie is Jerry Seinfeld keeps like transporting these people to magical situations as they go through their relationship trials.
Wow.
So you guys had time to think, all right?
Yeah.
This
Were
time
you thinking about that the whole time?
I can
three
pick the-
actors
I can
and
pick the
give me
actor.
them first, and I'll be embarrassing.
All right. Okay. These are your three actors, all right? First one, Vin
All right.
Diesel.
Okay.
All right.
I can
Second
picture
actor, Peter Dinklage.
All right.
All right, and the third actor is Tim Allen.
All right. All right.
Can
So
you do
Already-
this?
I already have an idea. I think. Let's say go.
Peter Dinklage and Vin Diesel are doctors going to a doctor convention. And fuck, who's the third person?
Tim Allen.
Oh yeah. So they are going to the doctor convention, and they accidentally hit Tim Allen on the side of the road, and they have to like take care of him immediately. And this sidetracks them, but eventually he wants to go to the doctor's convention, and it turns out that he has a crazy plan to poison all the doctors. And Tim Allen is sort of this unhinged and like dangerous person, but they aren't sure if they should take him seriously. And there's like a lot of tension that gets played for laughs. Like they're just not sure, like this man under their care, is he just like a silly fun person or is he an actual threat? And you also have a convention full of doctors, and everyone is like making edgy jokes about like various stresses of the workplace that they have to vent to each other as the only people who understand. So eventually you get a life or death emergency room scene of some kind with
So it's a comedy.
Tim Allen. It's a dark comedy.
Okay.
That's
It
good.
uses awkwardness and tension and like gallows humor to to make a point about how we all deal with stress. I don't know.
Wow.
How about you go?
I got one. So, setting, it's a circus.
Okay, good.
Vin Diesel's the world's strongest man.
Now that's using Vin Diesel effectively.
And Peter Dinklage is the world's shortest man, and Tim Allen. And Tim Allen is the whatever, the ringleader. It's the one day someone kidnaps Peter Dinklage,
No, dude.
and then Tim Allen and Vin Diesel and the rest of the circus gang gotta go
Who plays the
rescue.
villain?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should make Tim Allen be the villain.
All right.
You
Yeah,
could
I like
be-
that better.
You could be a villain.
Tim
yeah.
Allen captures Peter Dinklage, and then like they're trading barbs the whole way through, and Vin Diesel has to like go deal with them.
Yeah, has to rescue Dinklage.
And maybe like they're radioing at him the whole time to like menace him.
Yeah,
That's a good idea. Or is it my turn?
yeah.
Never
Alright.
save the circus.
All right. So
Vin
my movie
Diesel.
is Skyrim the movie.
All right.
All
Alright,
right,
so-
yeah. Like,
so,
it's
Vin
Diesel,
Vin Diesel
role-plays.
is Alduin, the Lord of Dragons. He plays the voice of the dragon.
Okay.
All right. Peter Dinklage is the Jarl of Whiterun,
The Jarl.
and
Okay.
Tim Allen is the Dragonborn, and
All
he's
right.
he's our hero, and he has to go. And he joins the. Yeah, that's all I got. I just thought it'd be. I think.
So
Why haven't they made a Skyrim the movie? Why haven't they made?
So I guess the plot of that movie, like the hero goes to like all the towns and loots everything, and then camps out by a shop for days on end to like sell them over time because he won't buy everything at
And then
once.
he crafts like 6,000 daggers and then just leaves them all over the ground.
And then he jumps really high and dies from fall damage, and that's the sad ending.
That's the end of the movie. That's actually a bad ending for the movie.
Wow.
We were supposed to make good movies. I thought we were supposed to make dreamlike pastiches of. Never mind.
I think it's
This
Andrew's
is-
turn now to come up.
This is a great movie.
This is a pretty good game. I like this game.
Yeah.
Thanks. I stole it from a guy I knew in college named Andrew Flack. Thanks, Andrew.
You're
Whoever you
welcome,
are.
Sai.
Oh, different Andrew.
You're still welcome, Sai.
I'm sorry, you're not the first Andrew we've had.
You should,
Last longer than the others.
Alright, I'm using a site that lists 3 random celebrities. So these aren't necessarily actors.
Okay,
But-
that's even better. Like some of these will be like, their debuts, their star turns where they become triple threats or double threats. When
So
once they were
this-
merely threats.
Okay, so this is, you're gonna love this one, Sai. James Cameron, Madonna, Bob Marley.
Wait, Bob Marley or Bob Marley?
Yeah, Bob Marley.
Who's Bob Barley?
Bob-
Is that just a barley plant with a name? Because like
Oh, you know be better, Bob
I think-
Marley.
Madonna should star alongside a plant. Madonna and a random barley plant, and they're just posing next to each other on the poster and
Okay,
the tagline saying,
so there's
like,
a
Alright,
type.
no, I
so
got,
listen,
I got
listen.
it.
plant.
There's a type
I'm
of
gonna-
beer. There's a type of beer called Bob Barley.
Oh,
Okay, so that's the product placement. They're paying for this film, and they got Madonna to be in it.
No, I
Okay.
thought it was my turn to just be random
Wait,
on the
what-
spot.
Wait, okay, so we have Madonna and Bob Marley. What was the third person?
James Cameron.
James Cameron. Holy
Well,
shit!
clearly he directed it.
No, this movie is
He's in the movie.
yeah he's gonna be in the movie.
Okay,
But I got
Gonna be a
random.
double threat.
Yeah. So Madonna and Bob Marley, they play a couple, musician couple in the movie, and James Cameron plays himself. And he's like, he really wants to make a movie about these two, but they keep telling him no. And so he becomes real. He gets real like a crazy.
I think James Cameron should play Roger Corman in a biopic about himself.
Roger Corman.
Yeah, Roger Corman was a B movie producer who gave John Cameron some of his first directing jobs and also mentored him early on in his career.
Okay.
And he's like an interesting figure in his own right. So I think if James Cameron played his mentor in a movie that also starred someone else playing his younger self. That would
Okay.
be, like,
Probably.
be beautiful.
So should we have like a highlight reel for our podcast? Like I'll find like the parts that are funny and like put them into one video, like as a teaser, like a channel trailer or something on YouTube.
Yeah, that sounds like a very good idea. If
Will you
you
guys
can
help me
Maybe.
find those? Will you guys
Find
help me find
highlights.
those things?
Oh, God.
Our podcast was funny.
Yeah, I guess we have to. I think the only way we're really gonna get better is if we eat our own dog shit.
Because we know the best way to learn from your mistakes is to like go back
Eat
and
them,
listen
yeah.
to your mistakes.
When you burn food, you have to eat it. You have to know what it's like to burn it that much.
No, you throw away burnt food.
I know.
You don't eat your burnt food.
I just like the tyranny of we eat our mistakes here. That appeals to the petty dictator in me.
Okay, so we have should we use let's see, Jeremy's got a suggestion for 3 actors. Do you want
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was gonna bring that
Thanks,
up.
Jeremy.
But
Who do we have?
All right, Andrew, you read it.
Jack Nicholson, Paul Rubin, Woody Harrelson.
Well, it's a sequel to Rampart. Ah, fine, never mind.
What?
Okay, so this is a dumb in joke. Like years ago, Woody Harrelson did an AMA on Reddit, and he refused to answer a lot of the questions, saying
Yeah.
like, "No, I'm only here to promote the movie Rampart." And me and my girlfriend at the time both read that, and we after that just always called Woody Harrelson Rampart. Like we decided that movie that he was promoting that one time erased the whole rest of his identity. And, no one else lived through that experience. So that joke is silly.
No, I know about it because Matthew Lillard did an AMA, and someone referenced that. And he asked like, "Oh, what should I not do? Oh, you shouldn't be like Woody Harrelson and not answer any question."
All right, I got an
Okay,
idea
but
for a
we have-
movie with all of them.
Yeah,
right?
a movie with Rampart and Paul Rubin and
Okay, I got an idea, right? So it's the first part of the movie. It takes place in a movie theater, right? And it's a it's a screening of Avatar.
Yeah.
Okay, and so Paul Rubin's just sitting in the front row, right? And Jack Nicholson walks in, right? And there's no other place to sit except in the front row next to Paul Rubin.
and Jack Nicholson's like, "This is not nearly as good as the Nickelodeon show."
So yeah, so Jack Nicholson goes up and he sits down next to Paul Rubin, all right, and he looks over and he notices that he's just jerking himself off to Avatar, to that one sex scene in that movie, all right.
Yeah.
And then Woody Harrelson is in the back, like just like screaming and talking way too loud, and everyone's really pissed off. And because of what'd you call him? What was your nickname for him?
Rampart.
Rampart.
So because Rampart was so loud, that's like people were distracted from the fact that Paul Rubin was jerking himself off.
So
And
Paul Rubin escapes.
yeah,
in this
yeah,
scene.
it's because he's Woody was so loud,
And
so
because his
obnoxious.
reputation is intact, he's able to make a sequel to Mystery Men.
Yes. So that is the plot of my movie. It's kind of like Inception because it's at a movie. It takes place at a movie.
All right. So Woody Harrelson is like this really badass guy who drives a truck, and he meets Jack Nicholson, who's like this grifter man. And why can't I ever remember 3 whole people? I keep forgetting who the third
Woody
person is in all
Harrelson.
these things. No, Woody Harrelson is the driving a truck.
Paul Rubin.
Okay. And
Pee-wee.
so Paul Rubin's character is an air traffic controller who likes to get drunk and party and travel in different places. So he's hitchhiking, and they all end up in a car together, and they're road tripping. And they all learn, like the true meaning of friendship.
Thank God.
Woody Harrelson learns to not drive so many trucks, and Jack Nicholson learns to not be a con man, and Paul Rubin learns to give up his drinking.
All right, so
Well, I need to go.
it's Andrew's turn. I was just about to say it's
Yeah.
Andrew's turn.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I was
thought you
gonna
were
be like,
move
oh, so bye, Andrew. You're not allowed on the show anymore.
on. Well, I want to make anger management too, but it's with Paul Rubens. Jack Nicholson.
Is Paul Rubin like naked? Or is it?
Yeah, it's about like, you shouldn't about his constant masturbation or something.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Because he didn't stop jerking off in public.
Yeah.
Management.
Stop jerking off in public management.
And I have no idea how Woody Harrelson fits into this.
And Jax is
He's
like,
getting pegged by.
Oh yeah,
Paul
he's
Rubin.
yeah, they're in a gay relationship.
You get to see full penetration.
Okay, this is getting really weird, guys. I don't. What? Who
No,
is
we're
our
just
audience?
taking it down to
what
the
kind of
Ram
audience are we trying
Ranch.
to build here? All right, guys. What do we got? Do you guys want to wrap it up early?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Put a little bow on it, and that we
And next
Little
week, let's actually
work.
get someone.
Next
going.
week we will have Paul Rubin on.
Paul Rubin.
he's going to be summoning lightning from his bare hands, and it's going to destroy everyone.
And if you miss it, it's I'm sorry. You have the
If
chance to
you
watch our
miss
live
it, you're
stream.
one of the blessed few whose ears are not destroyed by Paul Rubin's perfect lightning.
All right. Bye, everyone. Please subscribe to our podcast on your podcast app, and please,
Warning: subscribing does not get you anything other than episodes.
and please watch our live streams on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook if you want, and you can ask
Watch
us
him
questions. You can ask us
100
questions
times.
live. Ask us questions, and then we can be a community and talk to each other. It'd be fun. All right. Bye. Thank you.
Sounds lethal.